Alright. Yeah, so unfortunately, we are currently seeing some weird technical issues. And I hope that they don't persist. Needless to say, the internet has struck once again. Oh, that's not good at all. Well, either way, no need to go letting that get us down. Thank you everyone for showing up. And... oh dear. Well, if this keeps up for too long, I might just have to call it quits and send you all the duality stream. Because this is not looking good in the least. How's everything looking so far? Bad? It's not looking too good on my end at any rate. But in my experience, it always looks worse there. Yeah, the real adventure is watching it all completely die on me. I'm afraid. Either way, so we are finishing off Spyro at this point. And, oh dear, wait. Let's see if I can get that working. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh well. Oh, darn, I like having the live chat up there, but unfortunately it's not doing what I want it to do today. But yes, let me know if the buffering gets really bad. Just don't send any very, very rude emojis over it. Yes, it does that from time to time. Because live chat is the worst thing ever. And I'm already dead now. Stop it! Stop it, Oscar. No bully! Oh wait, there it is. There it is. It's up. It's up. You see, Dylan, you're not the only one who has weird technical problems midstream. Decides to completely die on me all of a sudden. Okay. No. Yeah, but I'm see, what can I say about this speedway? It's one of the more interesting ones, I think. I think this one actually might have been one of the first ones I ever actually completed. As a kid, of course. In my adolescent, in my later years, of course, I naturally am very, very good at this game. I'm basically a pro. But as you can tell, this one's a little bit easier than the others were. Oh. Well, you know what? At least the thing that defeated me was the Loch Ness Monster. Or whatever that thing is supposed to be. But hey, I'm trying. I think I might have it this time, though. kind of like how these arches use a bit more of the a combination of the flying and supercharging. I feel almost bad taking those guys out. They're doing really good. They're doing really good at their ice skating. I've been ice skating before. It's fun. Though I do have to wonder what kind of borderline suicidal person decided for the first time to strap a bunch of knives on their feet and attempt to skate on ice. It's kind of a weird thing when you really think about it. But then again, I guess that's where a lot of things start. Yeah, but that was probably the easiest out of all the speedways. Not too much stuff there. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. Especially when you stop falling constantly. Yeah, like I said, this one's probably the easiest out of all the speedways. Just because there's no weird tricks to it. Even this is probably the easiest out of all of the mini games. But to an uncoordinated child, of course it's going to be hard. It's all very difficult when you can barely make a thumbs up without... Okay, you know what? Bad example. Bad example. But hey, I don't have to look at the controller anymore to figure out what button to press. So I guess I'm at least a little bit ahead of my past self. But then again, I can never really tell half the time. Let's see. The depth perception in this one's really weird, though.
Way to go, Spyro. You're even better than I am.
Now let's just hope there's at least a few things to help keep me stumped. Like I said earlier, if this goes on too long, if this doesn't go on long enough, I'll probably just cut on Spyro 1 and we'll start over from there. Hopefully. Or well, I'll cut on Spyro 1 and we'll finish off the we'll get all the percent in that one. It's going well. I started the day off by having breakfast with my family, and that's always nice. I played some games for a bit and kind of lost track of time and realized that the stream was starting in like 30 minutes. But, you know, that's just kind of how they are sometimes. Now this one I think I'm just going to run through as quickly as I can because I don't remember... Actually, I think I can collect all the gems in it. I don't think I need the head bash for all the gems here. Poor hippo can't climb the tree. Breaks my heart.
Spyro, it's a good thing you're here. I've been trying to get a berry out of this magic berry bush, but I'm just not strong enough. If you charge or flame the bush, one of those yummy...
But that's just how they are sometimes. Oh dear. Yeah, feel free to let me know if there's any serious buffering issues or anything. 'Cause I do admit, I do worry for this one. My internet's been acting up all day. His technique was very poor. Now let's see here. I just kind of like how there's just casually acid pools in a lot of these places. Like, do you think that they sit down and, you know, they think to themselves, the architects or the people, you know, designing the buildings, they sit down and they think to themselves, acid pool. That's just a must. I don't know. I mean, I imagine it is. Then again, I don't know. Now let's see. I don't know if that was how you're supposed to do it. Oh wait, no, you were supposed to spit a rock at it. So I basically did the same thing as you're supposed to do. As has already been established.
Thanks for helping me reach
I swear, these always feel so much longer when you're young. I guess more so when you're little. Like, I remember this one being very,
Spyro, 3 thieves have stolen our magical brass lamps. Please get the lamps
oh geez. Oh dear. That's not good at all. But anyways, trying to figure out... Oh boy, the hardest part of these is always figuring out where to start. Well, I guess now I can start by getting back to where I was. Because I completely messed this up. And yes, I could just attack him from far away. But that wouldn't be any fun now, would it? You know, it's kind of like how a cat plays with its food first, you know? It's just not as much fun when there's when they're completely let's see. You gotta at least give the false impression that they actually have a chance. Oh dear. I'd be lying if I said I didn't really kind of want a good way to check how well my stuff is going. Oh. Just ran right through like that. Didn't even give me a hi, how you doing? But either way, petty theft is a very serious crime, regardless of where you are. Now let's try to not... Wait, does this damage you? No, it doesn't. I'll keep that in mind. Dragons are immune to rockets. I mean, obviously. Obviously. Well, thank you, Dylan. I don't really know, well, regardless, thank you for showing up at any rate. I certainly do hope it goes well as well. But hey, worst case scenario, I'll be back around another time to stream. As usual, of course. Ugh, jeez. Now what's going on with him back there? He appears to be running. Worst thief. Worst thief.
Thanks for bringing back the 3 magic lamps. Here, take this orb. Some fairy left it with me, but it won't hold a proper shine.
Oh. Oh, so just because you don't want it is part of the reason why you're giving it to me at all. Okay, that did require the head bash, but...
Spyro, my brothers have been trapped in solid rock. I'm afraid you'll need to learn some kind of head bash move before you can help us.
Well, that's very unfortunate. Also incredibly specific. But, you know what? That's just how it is sometimes. Now, let's see. Gotta follow these now. One of the best parts of the game, of course. Okay, we have to find 20 more. And that could literally be anywhere. I did not know that existed. Like that little overlook there. I don't think in all of my years of playing these games, I've ever seen that one. Yeah, that's a part of the fun of playing a game again. You find stuff that you didn't really know existed the first time around. So let's see, where to next? Need to find those last 20 gems. Then I can leave and then have to come back later because there's some other business I have to do here. And not the suitcase sort of business. Guess I'm the protagonist, so I have to save you from yourself sort of business. Oh dear. Well, need to just stop looking at the warnings. I can't do anything about them. Alright, fine, we'll look for it. Over there. Or are you telling me those hippos have some gems mixed in with the stone that they're trapped in? And that better not be the case, because that will make me very upset. Not like it'll matter all that much if it is the case. Can't do anything about it after all. Literally, there were no other things in that pool. In the acid. Okay. Well. Guess that's just how it's gotta be sometimes. And okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I will not use the super breath to kill Gulp. I'm gonna do it right. At least I intend to do it right. Even if I don't. Which I may very well end up not doing right. But just let it be known now. I'm not going to cheese this one.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have all 14 talismans, your guidebook can... You'll have to jump down the hole in the floor to get to where Ripto and Gulp are waiting. I can help you out a little bit.
Now.
We finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special.
Admit, that's pretty good though. Taming pterodactyls. I don't think everybody can just do that.
Oh, the fair.
I don't know.
Here you go.
I'm just thinking out loud now.
Oh! You singed my cape! Dragon, you are really starting to get on my nerves. Say goodbye.
Yep, Ripto is so much better in the original.
Lunchtime.
He was his voice was deeper and it contrasted more with his very short size. Made his not very intimidating look a lot more funny.
Go, finish him off, and you can have all the berries you can eat. Enjoy this.
Oh boy. And gotta do this. There you go. this was a really hard boss battle. Like, even harder than Ripta, I think. Oops. Well, looks like I have not long for this world. Just gotta watch where those are going. Wait, did he eat a sheep? There was a sheep here? Oh. Well. Fine then. We'll try that again then. And I could afford to do a lot better on this one. Wait, there's real physics on that? That's something else. And I just realized how difficult this would be to get a perfect run on. Because this is not easy in the least. Okay, wait. There's a skill point for this. Gotta hit Ripto. Well, thank you. I certainly do hope that the buffering doesn't end up being too bad. Oh no, I accidentally hit Gall. Well, yeah, like I said, this is a really hard boss fight. Like even at right now, even now I'm having some trouble with it. It's those lasers or whatever that he has. They're really hard to predict. Guess I have to wait for the next round of stuff. I mean, I would have thought that Gulp would be the dumb one because he was the one being ridden around on constantly, but... he's able to lead a target into a shot. He's really good. It takes skill. Alright then. Good thing those things don't damage me. So if that were the case, that would hurt. I get hit with them a lot. He's not gonna like that, I don't think. So maybe. Just maybe. Okay, you know what? You know what? I think we both got something out of that exchange, so I'll take it. I can't tell what happened to that second chicken. But either way, I don't think Gold ate it. Okay, that was just unfair. And I missed. Ugh! Yep. Every time I inch just a little bit closer. But I keep losing. I'll get it eventually. I don't let that get me down, and wow, this stream is going bad. Oh dear. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like seeing 41% dropped frames. I mean, I imagine that's a very, you know, a bit much. Some people might say that's, you know, that's nothing. That's nothing. But it does bother me just a bit. But no use crying over things I can't really do much about. And I have a feeling these bombs are gonna start giving me trouble. Well, I just don't want it to, you know... I just don't like it when it ends up being, you know, like that. Oh boy. Gotta stay hydrated. It's the hot part of the day. Wait, is he just gonna sit there? Okay, he was waiting for me to make the first move. How gentlemanly of him. How gentlemanly of him. I didn't know that. You know what, Gulp? You have my respect. And here I was thinking that he was a completely a lesser being altogether. Well, you know what? You know what? I saw my opening. I tried, and it completely backfired. The good thing here is that I did what I wanted to do. Did it succeed? No, it didn't. Failed quite egregiously. Okay, well, I was going to say we should shake hands before this, but neither of us have any hands to shake, so I guess there is that. Oh no. Not a very good start. Very bad start. Okay, that was just unfair. I was definitely alive there. I swear. This boss fight is a lot harder than I remember it being. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but... After all, challenge is a good thing. And it can be a bit frustrating. Also, an interesting bit of game design with this boss fight. If you look at the way that all of the weapons are introduced, the game first starts by introducing his easiest attack alongside the barrels, which is going to be the easiest one to deal with. And then it slowly introduces the different weapons that you're going to be using throughout the battle. Okay, that was very close. You see that? So the first three bits of his life that you take out are really more of the start of it. The first, they're sort of that trial run, I guess. It's interesting. I got nothing from that. And I die. Like that. It's such a dramatic death, too. Like, Spyro didn't just get hit by something. He just, like, he does a spin, and he falls over. So dramatic. Okay. I really don't know if he's I don't know if any of these weapons actually hurt me or not. So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen when I use them. I will say one thing though. This one is a lot harder than Crush. It's actually even harder than Ripto. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. doing okay here. We're not dead yet. So it might feel that way. Okay. Okay. Gonna try to see what we can do there. Oh no, I gotta... Half tempted to just... Oh no. Wait. This is a very unfair fight. He gets these big cannons, and all I get are little rockets that I don't always have access to. This is a very unfair fight, and oh dear. And he can use everything I can use. But I guess it is what it is. Oh my. Gotta take every opening you can get. Okay, he's the rocket exploded in him, right? This is very tense right now. I'm so close, and I know for a fact that this is always where losses happen. There we go. I won! But Gulp's death is a lot more brutal than the death of Crush.
Spyro, you did it!
Laura, where'd
Yep,
you come from?
it's finally over.
Just outside the castle in Autumn Plains.
Guess that's the end of the
Now
game.
free again. There's no sign of Ripto. And since you've been around, the creatures of Avalar are finally starting to get
Of course, I love how it all just kind of happens all at once.
Since you've done so much for Avalar, and since I know you've really missed being on vacation, we really wanted to do something nice for you. It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Oh, wow, this is great. Aren't you gonna join me?
No. I'd like to.
Ah,
Gotta go check on
jeez.
the professor in the winter tundra. He's still trying
Need
to
to
fix the sword so
focus
we can send you home.
Oh, that's
a bit more.
interesting. I think I'll just hang
It's
out here
tired,
for a
I
while,
guess.
soak up a few rays.
That's what the heat'll do to you.
Hey,
And as quickly as he fell asleep,
follow her.
he woke back up. Either way, Gulp defeated. That was probably the most trouble this game is going to give me so far. That took 5 lives, I think. I had a lot of attempts for that one because it's a very difficult boss.
I think I've finally come up with a way to access the dragon worlds from the super portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have it. Excellent. Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the super portal should work again.
I don't know.
So,
Well,
you thought you had gotten rid of me. Well,
see.
I'm afraid not. I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Quick, the power crystal!
and I swear, this is why you should not let. This is why Moneybags is the worst character here.
Smartest pile of
He extorts you all the way throughout the game, and then he sells Ripto a bunch of bombs.
new scepter.
Hunter, do something, quick!
Are we allowed to say that on YouTube?
Give that back!
Well, I guess I already did.
Well, I tried.
So if I'm gonna get in trouble, I guess it's too late now.
You
Not that I'm big enough for anyone to really care, so there is that.
destroy you all with my new scepter. I'm going to
But regardless, we'll always keep on trying with that one. Where we can. Ooh, actually, I need to check something real quick. Oops. I completely forgot to notify everyone on Discord that I was even going live.
Spyro.
That is what it
He's
is.
still alive, and he's locked us out of the castle. Even
Hey, I'm still new at this. Cut me some slack. But not too much. Not too much.
Well, Spyro, it comes down to this. There's only one more thing I can teach you. And like all the best things, it doesn't come cheap. The head bash move is very...
And there we go. Now we have all the moves in the game. I'll just have to, and trust me, they will make you use it as much as humanly possible. And by that, I mean they really probably won't have you using it that much because it's... Now you're supposed to head bash that rock. But unfortunately, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, Mr. Penguin. Hey! It goes well. Except it's been kind of iffy. My Wi-Fi has been acting up a lot lately.
Well, it's some consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech...
Well, first I'm gonna clear out this area because I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of, because I want to do everything in order. But yes, it goes well right now. I just hope it will continue to go well. My only fear is that it won't.
Alright, Spyro. Now that you've got the orbs, Ripto's demise is only moments
Oh wow, I
away,
just realized
right?
I've got so much stuff now that I can literally just go deal with Ripto right now. I won't though. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it like you're supposed to do it. And by that I mean... By that I mean it'll be I don't know. You telling me to eat money bags? I mean, I would. He's a bear after all. And I've never had bear meat before. Has anyone here ever had any? Maybe I'll try it one day. Okay, now I gotta finish off those last couple of... But if I eat my Wi-Fi, I can't get any connections from it. You gotta think. You gotta think. Long term. Long term. Or maybe I need to start feeding it a bit better. I guess either way, it's the same difference. But it is what it is. Jeez. We're gonna skip that because we've already seen it.
Well,
And you
hello
typically
again.
shouldn't go double dipping after all. Also, you were able to skip these cutscenes in the original game, but you can't hear.
Thank you for releasing.
Oh wait, no, you can skip them. Just can't skip that opening bit. Just keep pressing buttons until it skips. And some of these enemy death animations are just too real. I actually don't know what button skips the cutscene. All I know is that if I keep pressing them, eventually it skips. And that is what I'm just gonna keep doing. I don't really need to do this. I just wanna do everything right. That's all.
It's great to be free.
I don't know. And I just got eaten by a bush. And those things are terrifying.
Now that you
Okay, and we're just gonna do something really quick here. You know what? I don't feel like dealing with all of them. So instead, I'll just do that. And I think that's all of them. So now I can get this out of the way really quickly because I've already done it and I don't feel like doing it again.
Great. Just
Without a doubt, the worst thing this game ever has you do. But listen to the sound of the... Listen to the sound of that. It's too good a sound. Look at that, he's taking the most indirect path you can possibly take over here. But then again, I guess that's the objective. They wanted to make sure that you walk away from this hating him.
Man, do my feet feel...
I already got that one.
As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out
No need to be
these stubborn
excited.
Earth Shapers? All right. We make a great team. Here, I was
Wait.
gonna give it to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
Oh, that was funny. There's even less process to that than in the original. Like, in the original, he would at least, like, walk out there. But in this one, he just, like... Oh, that was so funny. Like, he would at least try to walk out in the original. But here, he just completely skips it. And says we make a great team. Taking as much credit as humanly possible for my victory. What can I say? Hunter's just a real friend. A stand-up guy. Actually, fortunately though, I was talking about my Wi-Fi earlier, but it is looking just a little bit better than it was a bit ago. We're only at 33.2% dropped frames, which isn't the worst thing ever. It's just mostly the worst thing ever. But it is what it is. Gotta do as much as we can here. Let's try to get skipped. Wait, what works? Or did you just now see that epic move I made there? Oh dear, I hope that isn't a sign that the latency is like really bad. If it is, I might just stop the stream in OBS and then restart it. Just to sort of help try to keep stuff back where it was. Look, I'll pretend that that actually would work. Well, it was over 50% earlier, so it's nice to see it going down a bit. I think the problem is I might have started the stream at peak hours, and now people are starting to disconnect now because they want to pretend that they actually want to hang out with their families. And on that note, you don't know that you're in the South until you've seen some people playing cornhole. I don't know why, it just feels it's a very Southern thing to be doing, I guess. Of course, that's when I'm gonna learn that it turns out that the national cornhole champion is actually from California. Which I guess would be another example of shows what I know. Oh, that is awful.
We reached the Great Berry Bush. Now we can eat berries all the time.
That is
Take
awful.
this. It's a gift from all of us hippos.
Oh my. Okay, I think I'm going to cut the stream. I don't know. It's if I do that. Yep.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock and follow me.
Oh, so I can't use the super breath on that. Okay, after a bit here, I'll probably wait about 45 seconds, and then I'll cut the stream off and then back on again in OBS. And that, oh,
Almost successful. Follow me.
he just watched one of his brothers slowly drown in, like, in this green lava stuff. You're telling me and his only response to it is almost successful. I guess the real tragedy isn't the hippos stuck in the rocks. The real tragedy here is how little he cares for his family.
Thanks for freeing us. All I have to give you is this thingy I found. At least
Yeah, but I guess I'll give it about 45 seconds or something, and then I'll cut the stream off and then back on again, and hopefully that can help get everything back on track. Oh, oops. I'll just get back to the home world then in the meantime.
Huh?
I guess I'll run through a speedway then. We'll do that then. Worst case scenario, it just doesn't fix anything after all. Yep, that probably is a bit of an issue there. I don't really know how you'd go about fixing that. I guess I'll just try to run through this really fast, and then after that I'll cut it off and then back on again. Oh. Well, fine. Well, here goes nothing. that do anything? I guess we'll just have to see what happens there. Hopefully that doesn't end up completely killing something. Now, is it buffering on your end or my end? I can't really tell for sure if that's... because I guess it goes two ways. Though who knows, it might really just be difficult to... might be both, I don't know. Either way, we'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, wait, I'll cut that. Okay, is it any better now, the latency? Or is it still bad? Well, that's actually a good sign. I don't know if what I did anything, but at least it seems to not be as bad now. Look at me going and making things better. So I'll like to say to myself, lesson learned. If the latency gets really bad, just turn it off and then back on again. I always assumed that would work, but I never quite actually tested it. But yeah, good to know, good to know. Now I need to calm down so that my body can actually sit down and cool off a little bit. It doesn't work with kids, though. It doesn't work with kids, though. Just, you know, just a bit of PSA on that one.
One last speedway adventure for you, Spyro. It's not that expensive, you know.
Hey, 200 is very expensive to some people. But it really is more of an investment in this case. I was thinking about something else. Fair enough. Fair enough. Either way, into the canyon. Okay, well, that was a bit of a bad run. Mostly because I missed a ring. And that upsets me a great deal. That would have been very cool if it actually worked out. Unfortunately, it didn't. Well, that's very frustrating. And that was my first run, too. Guess I won't get one on my first attempt yet. We'll have to see how that goes next time around. Though I don't really know when I'll play Spyro 3. I don't know if he did that, I don't really know if he did that cute little spin when he, completes any of the objectives on these in the original. It's a nice touch, though. Gives it more, personality. Bet you thought I was dead there, didn't you? You thought I couldn't pull. You thought I couldn't pull that one back. Well, I'm full of surprises. Without a doubt. I could have done so much better though than I did end up doing. Either way. Now I just need to meet up with Hunter and we'll get that last orb out of the speedway.
All right, Spyro. Are you
Razor,
ready to
I didn't
my
expect to
tape?
see you
I
here.
just fixed it, and I'm pretty sure it won't crash now.
It's going well. The internet's admittedly not doing me too many favors, but
I've got the plane on remote control.
well, we'll
so
see how
all you
that
have
goes
to
in the
do is
long
hit
run.
the targets with your machine gun. Press the attack button to fire the gun, and use your left stick to aim.
But yeah, dental appointment. Very fun. Very, very fun. And I missed one.
Hey, you missed a target. That's okay. It's pretty tough to hit them all.
Ooh, is it that bad? Yikes.
Let's go.
And yep, there is a bit of a lag spike now. I will just have to hope that it ends up not being too bad. Yep, fun, fun, fun. Can't possibly think of a better way to spend a nice Wednesday. I can't remember what day of the week it is. And of course you could hold the button to fire it faster.
Must be because you had such a good pilot.
Ugh. Well, I was close at least. Goes to show how I have completely lost track of what day of the week it is. I guess that means I'm officially a full-time. It's saying excellent connection, but I think I'm still buffering. Problem is when my Okay, are we back? And it doesn't look like we are. Yeah, sorry everyone. Yeah, unfortunately it's been a bit... The internet is definitely having a very fun time with me right now. There was one more orb somewhere. Oh wait, I think I could get on these walls up here. Ugh. And I messed up. Jeez. Honestly, it feels like everybody talks about how awful their internet providers are. So I guess, at the risk of asking a question with no good answer, is there such a thing as a good internet provider? Wait, I just want to get all of these. And I need 10 more.
Now that
But, anyways, since you weren't there for the last stream I did, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm finishing off my playthrough of Spyro 2. And once I'm done with... And if there's time after that, I'll probably move on to, go back to finish Spyro 1 with the 100%. Well, 120%. As is often the case with these games. That's something about early PlayStation 1 games. Finishing the game off with 120%. Oh my. You know, nobody ever thinks to do that in wizard duels. Just make your, just take away your opponent's ability to do anything. So now... This is a really nice one. It's just got a really nice feel to it, I guess. Honestly, it's not too different from how it was in the original. So I think Spyro is one of those original PlayStation games that aged really well. Uh-oh. I think I'm buffering again. I'm pretty sure he made a Fireball originally, but whatever, I guess. Let's see then. Get all of these. Let's see if I can hit him from over here. Well, didn't have as much of an arc to it as I expected. Ah well. No. Ooh, now that I think about it, this is where the ice breath appears. Now I'm wondering if that's going to end up affecting our super breath that we currently have. It didn't in the original, but this is a remake, so the rules might be a bit different.
Spyro, you have freed our city from the claws of those evil warlocks. Please, take this orb. I foresee that it will help you on your journey.
Well, I'm currently playing on the Nintendo Switch, but what I typically use is you just kind of have a capture card on everything. Have you ever used one before? I can understand if you have a computer that doesn't really need it that much, if you don't really have one. But basically what you do is you get a capture card that you can use, and most capture cards should work with OBS. That's at least what I do. Ooh, I like this one. Wait a second. Of course I don't need this. I'll just... Well, basically what you can do is you can use a capture card in OBS. Oh no, they won't take that. Okay, fine. But you can take a... oh geez, sorry. Whatever your recording software is. It should be able to be supported in OBS. My favorite of the Metal Gear Solid games. I admit 5 honestly probably is my favorite. Mostly just because I really like the, I just like how freeform everything is. I just kind of like it when games give you a lot of freedom to mess around with stuff. And it's really cool to see that in a stealth environment. Not a lot of, there aren't many times when you get, open world stealth like that. Where you can just kind of take stuff from any direction. Okay, wait, that one. Yeah, but these guys are very frustrating.
I suppose you want an orb for doing that. Well, I'm afraid not. There's still
I kind of thought it'd be interesting to see a Metal Gear game without Kojima in it.
behind.
I can understand why some people might be a little bit concerned about it. Just because, you know, that is a bit... well, it's always a bit scary when the original creator leaves. Don't really know exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, Snake Eater is really good. I do think there were a lot of ideas in Snake Eater that I think would have made 5 like a lot better if they were present. Especially because you have the open world thing. But I suppose it would have hurt accessibility, which is clearly what they were going for with certain other areas. Though I can't think of many things less accessible than stealth in general. But yeah, sorry, was my explanation of how to use a capture card for a
What? You managed to get here without following me?
and I swear if everybody missed
Secret club after
that
all.
really cool stealth bit,
Secret decoder.
I'm going to be very upset.
Secret messages.
And I have a feeling that's exactly what happened. Well, thank you, regardless of whether or not you're present for later. Regardless, thanks for showing up at any rate. It's always nice to see you show up to my streams, Razor. Yep, I knew it. I knew that was gonna be the part that everyone missed. Darn, it was really cool too, because it's a really hard side quest. Well, regardless, you take care of what you need to take care of, and let me know when you're debuting. I'm really, really excited. But of course, don't, you know, feel free to, don't feel like you shouldn't take your time, of course. Make sure everything's right after all. Bell tower, I suppose, is more appropriate. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Yeah, and unlike the guy from Idle Springs, he got a GF. To see sometimes there are happy endings. Sorry, just grabbing something real quick. Alright then. Well, of course, Spyro sneezes fire. And that's no doubt led to at least a few unfortunate incidents. And we are sitting on 544 kilobytes per second. Oh, yikes. That is not good at all. Yep, I could definitely afford to do better. Oh dear. Well, they can't all be winners. See, they're not explicitly dangerous. They're just...
Ah, Spyro, so glad you're here. I'm perfectly useless without my trusty pencil, and I seem to have lost it. I do...
He wasn't an enemy. But hey, he's part of the reason why I'm currently stuck here, helping them with their pointless problems.
Oh, I must have dozed off.
And now this one's name is Snoozle.
Looks like I let the fountain switch
See, this is why I'm pretty sure that these guys all are very...
Don't mention my little
while of these guys are definitely just being, or maybe they got their names after. Like, maybe their names, instead, like, that was just kind of the thing here. So it's even worse now, because now all of their names are just in-jokes. If you want to change your name, you have to completely change your archetype. You know, so then it suddenly stops being classic Snoozle, falls asleep at the wheel again.
Ah, Spyro, a friendly face. A bunch of rotten thieves have stolen my spark plugs and I'm stuck.
I don't even know where you're supposed to drive a car around here, but hey. Free gems, right? Or wait, no, free orbs. It's always free gems no matter where you go. The orbs, however, those aren't free. Unfortunately, they don't cost gems, though. Okay, we just gotta remember the path that he ends up taking, and then we'll be able to... And yes, I could just, you know, put an end to it now. After all, I don't have to help. I don't have to help him out, or get him dealt with here. But I intend to do it all right. Because I am a very honorable. I'm honorable. I'll do it. I'll do it right. Also, this, I believe, is the first and only example of a game to feature a platypus as an enemy. I mean, I can't think of any other ones. But if you can, I am curious. Okay, I think I've got the area cleared out enough. Wait, so I could just get on this. Nope, wait. No. It's gotta be possible. It's gotta be possible. Just barely isn't. Hello, Mr. Duck. Wait, what? Did I just... I feel like I saw something. Okay. Oh. Completely ruined my rhythm. Okay, fine, you win, Mr. Thief. I won't. I'll leave you alone for now. Got other stuff I could do anyways. I need to look so depressed, chum. Chum. I don't know. I need to look so depressed, though. Your fountain's working now. And it will continue to do so until I load up this level again. Okay, no, that isn't an option. I have to jump. But hey, you know what? I tried something. Okay, so me, the literal dragon, can't do that. Can't fly up there. But him, the weird raccoon thing or whatever, just flies up there like it's his birthright or something. It's fine, I guess. Just, like, come on. Okay. This one may very well be the one that forces me to use the super breath. Okay, we got him. One more.
My, do I need... Here's another egg. You won't be able to...
Now there's no need to be so unoptimistic, Professor. Surely someone could want such an egg. It's a very fine egg. I mean, just look at it. It's let's take a look at it. A very nice egg. Get an egg. Is that a seed? Yes, seed. I remember mostly how this trade thing goes. Oh, what was that doing in there? By the way, that is a very, very intimidating plant. But I won't go getting all worked up over that. So... we'll throw that duck over there. And just let the maternal instincts kick in, you know? So now the duck has just accepted it as its own child. Even though it's not even a real duck. I think I remember there was like some kind of parasite that affects crabs that does something like that. I can't remember how it worked though. Or was it lobsters? Same difference. They're both crustaceans. Did I break it? I might have broken the quest. Wait. Okay, no, I didn't. So fine, we'll just put it in the water like you probably want me to. Give me a pencil. And that, kids, is how you take a paperclip and make a multi-million-dollar empire.
My pencil! Now I can begin calculating the age of the universe again. Here, take this orb for safekeeping. Allura thinks I'm going to lose it.
You see, the joke here is that he did lose it. Because he gave it to me. But hey, he didn't need it anyways. Though honestly, I have no clue what the orbs actually are. I mean, despite the fact that my death counter is kind of going up there, I will still reiterate. I just don't know why they give us so many extra lives. I just hope that the game doesn't realize that I'm a closet masochist and really, really just want to have an excuse to complain about dying over and over again. Which is something that I probably will do at some point. At some point. I don't know. I don't know. Gotta mind those filler words. There he is. You look at that. Didn't think I'd be able to get him that easy, did ya? Alright then. Now where are we going next? Okay, that's the last of them. Cool. Cool. Now on to the next world. Let's think. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 worlds left after this one. I know it's at least 2. Then we have Ripto. And after that, we'll run through Dragon Shores. And I wager I could clear all of that out in an hour. I'm not gonna try to though, because I don't want to end up completely killing myself. Not that I'm trying to take things too fast. After all, I want to keep things entertaining. Nothing less entertaining than an unfortunate, I don't know. Now, let's see where we can go from here. Let's do Robotica Farms first. All I can say is, it's not Kansas. I've never been to Kansas. Also, this is a really weird area of the game. I mean, I imagine this is just how regular old farm work is.
Spyro, these here pests have infested our farm. Find your way.
They kind of lost the opportunity though to have some cool robot sheep or something. But I suppose that's just kind of how it's gotta be sometimes. these robots don't bother, but these bugs don't bother me as much as regular bugs do. After all, they're made of machines, not chitin. And chitin is a very terrifying material. How goes it, you ask? It goes. It goes. Oh, I shouldn't be like that. I'm doing just fine. Just a little bit light at the moment, but you know. That's just kind of how it is, though. My internet certainly could be doing better. How's your stream? Wait, did that damage me? Oh, that's sad. Very sad. I guess that's kind of what happens with mods, though. Unfortunately, they tend to be a bit more unstable. But it's nice to hear that everything went well where it needed to, at least. This stream has been going okay. It's had a few questionable moments, but, you know, don't they all? A lot of people have shown up to this one, at least. So that's always a fun one. Still haven't seen Russell quite yet. Though he's by no means obligated to show up. I'm not the type to start to go getting all worked up just because somebody decided to not show up. Oh yeah, okay, this is a really annoying one. And I don't know if there's any way I can do this without kind of cheesing it. So fine, you know what? We'll just say the exploding scarecrow got them.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this, dude.
But yes, I think this is this right here is a very accurate depiction of the future. Just everything's automated. Then you have to wonder if there's anybody who created the robots. And if so, is it something worth worrying about? Now let's see down there. No, I can't shoot him from here. I need to be very careful. Because if I'm not, This is only going to end badly. I wonder why it's called the seesaw. Is that because of the sound it makes, I wonder? Okay, I won't hit whoever Death says. Because I'm not supposed to. Because they don't expect me to. So I'll do this right as they want me, as they expect me to. So we'll go over here. Wait for just the right moment. And not do that. No one saw that. No one saw that. Or that. We definitely didn't see that one either. Or that one. We're just having fun. Okay, so the windmill doesn't kill you. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I honestly thought it did. Sounds about right, honestly. I was kind of thinking that was sort of a onomatopoeia of the way the seesaw goes. It sounds like that.
Way to go, Spyro! Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Can I offer you a reward?
They are. They are pests. And the robo farmers are just trying to do what they normally do. Just trying to live their lives.
I used to drive my tractor all over.
Alright, time to do a supercharge thing. And I'm really bad at these. Well, you know what? It's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta start over again. And now, if I really didn't feel like doing this, I could just not do it. I could just super breath through it. But I'm not doing that because I want to do it all right. Oh, that would have been the best save ever if I did get it. Shame. We can never be so lucky, unfortunately. See, that's what I was talking about. There we go.
Piece of steering that was, Dragon.
Got it.
Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
I want to see the robot cows. Okay, now I'm just gonna go through this again to make sure we didn't miss anything. Because we always miss at least something. This was way too fast for me to make sure I was actually getting everything off of it. Like those. I mean, Sparks may have some pretty good reflexes, but they're not that good. Oh wait, the rocket was back this way. Or was it? There it is. Or I'm thinking of a different rocket than they're thinking of. Oops. There it is. And I think that one is back at the very start. But that's always where they are. Also, that just went right to me. You never do that. Okay then. How many more gems do we need? And I have a feeling there are a lot of weird ones and a lot of weird places I didn't end up getting. Like all of these guys. So now I'll just have to figure out where those last ones were. Shouldn't be too hard though. Here? Oh. I guess in the fields. Guess I didn't really pay much attention when I was over here last. And we are done. It was worth the damage. Or so I'll tell myself to try to justify having to eat another sheep. back to Winter Tundra.
Oh! Hey, hey!
You've got these perfect square eyes. Man, I tell ya. Just when you help somebody, they immediately turn it around and they immediately wanna use the little power they do have to abuse everybody, all their enemies. It's just not right is what it is. I mean, I admit those bugs weren't exactly upstanding members of society, but they weren't that. Now you go to Metropolis. Not to be mistaken with the place that Superman lives in. Or maybe this is the same place. I mean, you don't know the deep, given how deep the lore of Spyro is, it could very well be the case. Like, this is just Metropolis 3796. And robots have advanced to the point where, they just do the, they're all office drones.
This insurrection from the farms has got quite out of hand.
It is funny.
We need someone to restore.
With all the budget cuts, these elevators need serious work.
Also, this is another area where the voice acting was so much better in the original game. They didn't have any effects, they just did the robot voice. It was great. It was funny. It was perfect. Look at that little guy. Hasn't completely even hatched yet. I guess maybe I am the villain here.
As you can see, a vicious ox has taken over our armory. And here we thought that freezing the walkway would keep... The ox is very tough. I would advise using the bombs against it. And...
Yeah. This is just hockey 2 now. Okay, we won.
Excellent work, Dragon. We can now defend our city properly. Take...
hopefully. Were there any gems over here? I don't think there were. Either way, poor Mr. Ox. But then again, I don't know much about the conflict here. I'm just a third party. So there's no reason for them to be overly concerned about how I go about doing anything. That pig's aim was terrible. I guess it's lucky for me, but not so lucky for him. Oh dear. I need to watch it now. Don't want that death counter to go up again after all. And I do fear it will. I really do. Let's see, because I think there's a legitimate chance it will.
Spyro, I heard you were coming. Thank you for your efforts in thwarting this attempted coup. Please take this item, which living creatures...
No, it's just not as funny as it was in the original.
It's a first for Avalar, a combination power-up. Thank goodness you're here to test it out. These invading sheep...
I admit, the two, this was a really cool one when you first see it. Because you don't really, well, you never really get to use both the, super breath and the, light at the same time. The repeat playthroughs do make it a little bit, harder to work with. And oh dear, I think I'm probably not going to be able to do this without dying first.
Excellent work. I knew it. Those first sheep sent out a distress...
Guess I gotta teach the sheep what happens when they mess with dragons again. Well, I guess we now know what happens when you do dragon versus flying saucer. But that right there, there's your next big crossover movie. Dragons versus aliens. It doesn't really matter who wins in this case. The city's gonna be burnt, reduced to ashes regardless. The little eggs are dancing because they're trying to show how nutritious they are. Now let's see if we can. Get that there.
Flying airman, you've proven the genius of my double power-up invention. Here, keep this to commemorate your victory.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it genius as much as it is a natural conclusion. Either way, that's the last orb in the game. Now we just need to get a few gems and we'll be able to deal with Ripto. Okay, no. Never destroy the one in the middle. They don't all break with a nice rhythm. There we are. To make sure that I get all the gems I can here. And exactly one's missing. And I have a feeling it's not going to be somewhere that I can just easily get to. Oh, oops. Not what I should have done. Oh, that happened. I bet she could mess around with Superfly more. It's a lot of fun to play around with. I mean, I imagine there's a very good reason why you're not able to use it in any level. But, I mean, it'd be fun. Now let's get out of here and go show Ripto what's what. And hopefully not die too many times while I try to. Either way, I'm tearing through it now. Can't tell if that's just because I'm doing really well, close to the end, or what. And I accidentally skipped it, darn. I missed the punchline too. Well, in case you're wondering, he gets hit by the bus. Because even in a robot world where everything is incredibly efficient, the bus is still never on schedule. Okay. That is the third time she has told me to go deal with Ripto. Or at least told me that I'm ready.
Come back here, you useless animals!
Hey, Shorty, maybe I can help.
I mean, I don't typically care too much for the sheep, but
If you want to test that power crystal,
I don't
Why
know.
don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate.
Alright, let's do this. Final boss. And this is the only one that has 3 phases to it. Well, I mean, they all kind of had a few phases. But like Ripto has actual traditional phases. And this is actually a really fun boss fight in my opinion.
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto. And look.
Because you have to get a bunch of power-ups. Yep, nothing special there. It's about the same as it was. Oh dear. I think that's the only power-up that you get that's legitimately new here. Oh dear. Not a fun one. Well, that was unsatisfying. Oh geez. This is a bit of a, yeah, like I said, this is a really fun boss fight. It's got a lot of enjoying bits to it. Mostly just being able to use stuff that you don't normally get, and having a bunch of different phases is just a lot of fun in my opinion. Oh dear. Oh dear. There we go. Now we're on to phase 2. Okay, that was a very close one. We're not dead yet. fear is that this is going to end up being a bit of a long one. I gotta do it on my first try. Oh, jeez. He's a big target now, so I can easily hit him with it all. Well. And I am, by some miracle, managing to stay in this. I can't remember if you go to the start of a phase after you die, that might be the case. Well, best I can do now is hope for the best. Unfortunately, he has the same post-hit invincibility like anybody else here would. And this is probably the easiest out of all of the phases, just because it's kind of... well, it doesn't have much to it, unfortunately. Actually, I think even as a kid I was able to beat it on my first try. But hey, this game has really good controls in a lot of areas. So... oh, well... like, I think the Spyro games had some of the best, like, they were just really fun to play, even in the flying and water sections. Okay. Just gotta try to get his... there we go. Oh. The original cutscene for that really went on for a while. Like, you watched as the entire thing just slowly fell into the lava. Ripto and all. Very brutal. Very, very brutal.
Thank you enough, Spyro.
Either way.
I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that...
and now Spyro's finally gonna get his vacation.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter?
Then again, vacations never really happen.
Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep
I don't know.
the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks.
Oh dear.
Sparks, can you grab them?
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny how at the end of the game they give you all of the gems that you collected back.
Why don't you guys come with me?
It's always nice just for completion's sake to get it all back.
Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember,
Unfortunately, it did, however, lead to Moneybags being bankrupt at the end of at the end of Spyro 2.
Vacation to catch up on.
So it made him more of an antagonistic force in Spyro 3. And I'm going to skip those credits because we've still got Dragon Shores to complete. Though there really isn't much to it. But hey, it's a bit of fun still.
Well done, Spyro. Step right into... By the way, if you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
Also, it is kind of funny how they managed to successfully subjugate the Norks.
Welcome to the Dragon Shores Coaster. Here at the shores, we don't just ride, though. If you can pop all the balloons on the track. Watch out for the other...
Now who would let the baby turtle on the coaster? He probably doesn't even reach the height limit. But then again, I imagine a lot of them don't. Oops.
That looked like it hurt. Watch out for...
Alright, we'll try that one again. Oops.
That looked... Watch out for the other...
My reflexes are very good, I promise. Man, who does this sort of thing? I mean, letting the roller coasters have 2 lanes like that, it's very dangerous. It's a good way for somebody to get very hurt.
Alright, I'll flip this switch, and now you can ride more tracks. Watch out for...
Everything after this, though, is pretty straightforward, though. Some fun stuff. Oops. Completely missed that one. There's 50 balloons to pop this time. But now it's just reminding me of the trolley. And nobody liked the trolley. I was never really much of a fan of roller coasters, honestly. Something about them just always kind of, I don't know, they always just scared me, I guess. I especially can't deal with stuff like that happening. Whoops, they're very... Oh. At least in real life, you don't have to worry about small children on the tracks blocking your way. Which is unfortunately all too common here. Hopefully that... And I imagine there are some there's some people who are involved in safety areas and all that who just have a field day with this one. This is not even remotely safe. And I missed a few. So we gotta start over. And this next one should be the end of it. Yep, that loop is too big, and this thing is not going fast enough for me to be able to feel like I'm safe at all. A very terrifying roller coaster ride.
There's one more run. You're on a roll. This time you'll need to use the cannon installed on your car to shoot down balloons as well. Are you gonna give it a try? Watch out for the other coat.
And now the coaster has a cannon on it. I don't know how safety regulations typically are in amusement parks, but I can say one thing. I don't think this place is going to be able to fly under these conditions. Nope. Alright. We'll try that one again. Same number of balloons, though. And I was not paying any attention there. Next round. I missed. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it is that's popping the balloons here. But a part of me always likes to imagine that Spyro's popping them with his horns. Oops. I mean, it probably did. Sparks isn't doing too well right now, but he's always a whiner, though, so I'm not going to be overly concerned about it. Yep, getting just the right angle for these balloons is very frustrating. Well, I guess maybe frustrating. It's difficult. It takes a bit of extra effort. Like that right there. We'll just have to see how that goes. I'll just keep going around until I get it. It might take me a while. There we go. We'll just pretend that was my first try. Well, this one's getting a little bit intense. Alright, we're almost there. Just a few more and we'll have the whole thing done. And there we are. Now that little nightmare is dealt with.
Wanna ride the coaster? You know,
You call this fun? Mm-mm-mm. I swear, you Norks are a strange people.
Free! You pay no money down and make no monthly payments. In return, I'll give you one token. One is all I can give, but you can ride as many times as you'd like.
My stuff ended up getting a bit messed up there. But yeah, sure. Go through the tunnel of love with someone. Of course, typically you go in with someone, not just come out with someone randomly. Well, I guess I ended up with the monk in the end. I saw him with no fewer than two other individuals. One of whom I was pretty sure was underage.
Hiya, Spyro! I hear you're a pretty good shot. Okay.
Who doesn't like shooting galleries? They're always loads of fun.
Ready for the next? Okay.
Tearing right on through this.
Okay. Great. Here is my.
And there we have it.
Come on back anytime.
Now for the one that requires the least skill. That isn't the Tunnel of Love, because that one's cheating. But I suppose you could say that requires a skill of a sort.
Take aim, shoot at the target, and watch as the terrifying creatures fall into the water below. But don't worry, you won't hurt them.
Well, that's no fun. What if I want to hurt them? Oh, I have to use the baseball. Alright, fine. Or is I just not behind the line?
Hey, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? Have another shot if you want.
I swear these guys are much nicer than regular carnies are. Oh, wow. The physics on that thing are really good, actually. Guess I gotta aim it like I'm supposed to.
This is pretty easy, isn't it?
I have seen dunk tanks in real life.
Have another shot.
Typically speaking, they involved a clown that was very very rude, very mean.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last.
Oh jeez.
Have another shot if you want, kid.
Oh man. Anyways. And now for the last thing. Ah, there it is. Oh, super breath all the time. Unfortunately for me, I already had that one. Now, who's that in there? That's a new one entirely. I didn't know they did that. I can't charge it though. But they will acknowledge that you've charged it. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
But I'm clean out of tokens. Keep.
Yeah, but once you get all the tokens, you can go over here.
It's your lucky day. You've managed to win enough tokens to enter the famous Dragon
And this is a very awkward position for Spyro to be in during this little bit here. But it's just kind of how it is sometimes. And it's just looking at all the old cutscenes. not much of a reward, but I suppose that the real reward here is this wonderful thing here. Oh, you can't use it more than once. Well, either way. So I said that if it didn't end up going too far in, I would go back to the original Spyro and we'll try to clear the whole thing out. Well, that's what I'm doing. I don't really know how much more time this is going to tack on to everything, though. Now let's see where we need to go. Yes. Lofty Castle. I think everything... Okay, yeah, Lofty Castle, and I think his name is Jacques. I think is how you're supposed to pronounce that. Jacques. It has much too many letters for that, but I'll take their word for it. Your aim is bad. Oh, I forgot hover wasn't a thing here. Yep, this is gonna take some getting used to. In this game, you don't need extra lives. Wasn't that what we say? When we suddenly have the impression that you don't need extra lives. Well, the concept of lives are an antiquated piece of game design anyways. It doesn't really matter too much if we don't use them. Or maybe I'm just a quitter, I don't know. Same difference either way, I suppose. Let's see if we can't... Yep, I don't know if anybody's ever done it, but seriously, go back from Spyro 2 to Spyro 1. The feeling is just the weirdest thing. Like things like the hover are something you don't really think about when you're playing Spyro 1, like Spyro 1 for the first time. No. Oops. This isn't gonna end well, I think. But what if instead I was to... I'm having flashbacks. This isn't good. Wait. Instead... Or wait. I think I'm just being a dummy now. I don't think you're supposed to be able to get up there. I think that all this time I was just trying to get up to a place that I already was. Sigh. You know, it's performance like that that puts you in compilations. Well, that happened. Reigniting again. For the... Gotta bring out the old death counter. Down there, you say? Over here, you say? Oh. Wait. Yep. Yep. They're all deaths in my book. All that matters is that that life counter went down. I haven't had a proper game over yet, though. So you're telling me that I agonized over that jump for so long that in the end, the real answer to why I couldn't find any more gems in the level was because I forgot about a locked container. I would forget about that. Still haven't found all of them, though. You know, I think this was back when I was just trying to do everything without checking. Okay, fine. Leave no stone unturned and no Nork alive. Okay, so we need... Yep, just some odds and ends, I guess, is all I'm missing. Okay, and this is supposed to get me back to the start. Okay, that's the end of the stage. So I think we need to go over there. Or... yeah, okay, yeah. We are on the right track. I hope, at any rate. And there's some enemies I forgot to kill. I have a feeling this is why they didn't have any enemies that held gems anymore after Spyro 2. Or after Spyro 1, I guess is a better way to put it. Because yes, that is quite frustrating. But we'll probably clear all of it out. And I think I didn't do Twilight Harbor because I didn't know if I wanted to do that. Because I gave up. Yes, I gave up. Yeah, and at this point I wasn't, all of my gem collecting was done without Sparkus' help. And that, of course, made everything a lot harder than it technically had to be. Alright then. I guess I was just really tired by the end of the first time I played this one. I just kind of wanted to get it all kind of over with. Not dealing with you anymore, Jacques. We're done here. I'm pretty sure I already got a perfect run on that one. But hey, I'm just showing my skills, that's all. Okay, and then the vast majority of the gems should be in Twilight Harbor. And then a single solitary gem in Ganasty Gnorc. Then from there, we'll just do what we always do. And hey, we're getting there. Why, I wager we'll be done within the hour. The adventure continues. You know, they used real guns in the original. I don't really know how I feel about it. On one hand, I see it as the Gnorcs aren't messing around anymore. Oh. Well. Chop Glenn up on the death counter. Yikes. Oh. Well, they really aren't messing around this time. Guess we'll just have to start over again on that one. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, this is hard. How many lives do I have left? I think I'm at like 3 now. I will reiterate. I don't even know why the game gives you so many extra lives. You really don't need them all. Though between Spyro 1 and 2, 2 was definitely easier. Yeah, don't jump. Gotta strafe. And I'm not doing that very well, because... well, it's a very narrow passage. And these guys are definitely not playing games. Well. Okay, 1 left. We are... it's gonna be clutch. It's gonna be clutch. I just need to kill all the enemies, so I'm gonna be uninterrupted. Because I don't want to have to deal with them... Okay, that was just unfair. But hey, I learn. And those last 2 weren't even trying. Okay, now to find the rest of those, gems. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Now there was something I could do that... There we go. And now... I can use this to... get up here. And we're still missing 30. And speak of the devil. A great deal easier than I might have probably made it seem initially. And unfortunately now Sparks isn't around to show me where I can. Come on now. I can get him. I think I saw that last gem. And there you have it. And I guess I'll either try to do this normally. Nah, you know what? Let's go back to Ganexus. And with that, we'll do what we can do. Get some rats. And not a Ganasty's loot. Ganasty's loot. Ick. $12,000 in this one. About 2,000 more than was in Spyro 2. And I think that Spyro 3 had 15,000 altogether. But I can't remember for sure how that one was. But yeah, this is more of a bonus level sort of deal. Has a lot of extra treasure to to get. I think an extra... It might actually be enough to put us at a clean 20,000, I think. There's a lot of extra stuff in here. Forgot for a second that I can fly. I don't know if I can hunt the thief down like this. Actually, I think it's ever so slightly faster. I'll be a real terror of the skies yet. I certainly do hope that things are at least a little bit watchable right now. Actually, so far, it seems like everything's kind of improved as time has gone on. Alright, fine, we'll do it on foot. But yeah, this is a fun little extra part of the game. Seems that the thieves haven't started upgrading their stuff. I wonder what happens if I go at him from the opposite direction. Will he just turn around? Nope. The only major problem with using planes. I can't make hairpin turns like that. You will be remembered, though. He was a good pilot. He was just on the wrong side, that's all. He was no Red Baron, though. He didn't even have a pizza named after him. Wait. Is that literally it? Or is that just an excuse to give me a little bit more height now? Or is it height? I remember there being a few more gems other than these, though. I feel like it used to give a lot more than that. Oh wait, no, I think it only gave you 2,000. Regardless, it's a lot of gems for one stage, of course. Now let's see. Well, looks like he was pretty popular. Wait. Imagination rhymes with devastation. Confidence. There's nothing standing between you and your goal, but a little tiny purple dragon. Knowledge is the power to turn dragons to crystal. Having trouble reading that one. Patience is for dragons. And we've already read that one. Well, we've... oh, wait. Okay, we've already seen those ones. Teamwork. But I can't see what it says. Ah, that feels good. Very satisfying. I don't know, I think it might be... Either way. Wait, me. Well, either way. And now with that, I think the game is complete.
Spyro the Dragon, you defeated Ganasty Ganor, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
He's so humble.
Fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Nasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Nasty...
Playing basketball over there with the sheep.
...was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
That is very unfortunate. And this is why Spyro never gets his vacation. And I am very sorry that it started suddenly lagging all of a sudden. Well, I guess with that, I'll probably call it a day. I can't really think of much else I can do at this point. And I think we've gotten quite a bit out of it. There it is though, game total, 120%. 6 hours and 33 minutes. Not bad at all, I'd say. 14,000 out of 12,000 gems. And far too many deaths. But regardless, I guess I'm going to call it a day from there. Thank you to everyone who decided to show up and watch. And I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time I do decide to do a stream. So, later, I guess. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. Bye.